Hey guys, it's Wayne and I'm back and we're talking about runners of the Bible. And it's based loosely on my book called The Runner, right? About a man who's running from God, although he doesn't know it. You know, there are many different kinds of runners in the Bible. There's one man that I want to talk about today by the name of Felix. And Felix shows up in the book of Acts in the New Testament. Felix was actually a ruler, a governor over a province, a Roman official at the time of Paul. And he came in contact with Paul because Paul was accused of sedition, basically accused of overthrowing the government, which wasn't true. It was just a story that was made up by his enemies because they wanted to get back at him for preaching the gospel. And so Paul got sent before this official, and Felix saw Paul on many occasions. It said over a 2-year period, he just kept sending for Paul, kept sending for him to come back and stand in front of him. Now, of course, a part of his reasoning was he had to hear Paul's case. As the official in that province, he had to hear out the legal matter. And he found when he heard the legal matter, there really wasn't anything there. So that was the number one reason. But his other reason also, the Bible intimates, is that he wanted to actually see if he could get a bribe out of Paul, to see if he could buy Paul out of his position, because he was a corrupt politician. But here's the underlying reason beneath all of it, right? He kept asking for Paul to come back because when Paul would go and speak to him, Paul would not only speak about his case, Paul was also speaking to him about the Lord. Paul was speaking to him about the gospel. And Felix was convicted in his heart. And so he kept telling Paul to come back and see me, come back and see me. And he did that over a 2-year period, but he would never commit. He would just say, come back and see me at a more convenient time. And my friend, that may be you, or you may know someone like that. You see, I know I've met people like that. They seem to be ever learning. They seem to be ever asking, ever studying, ever seeking, but they never really arrive. They never really make that commitment. And my friend, that doesn't have to be you. You know, Felix went on with Paul for a 2-year period. Think about that. 24 months he went on. And I don't care what time period it is. It could be 24 years. The God who created Felix and who created Paul and who created me and created you, well, that God is ever present throughout all ages, all the way in the past, all the way in the future, and he's here right now. And so at the end of your journey, my friend, that God is going to be right there. We're all running to some degree, but where are we running to? You just can't outrun God. And so I hope that's a blessing for you today, my friend. Please hit me up on social media, drop me some comments, or share the post if you feel so led. But remember, God is a God who is always there. All right, my friends, I'll see you on the next video.